Hello, let's look into the avoid casualties task. Now, in the run.sqf, you will be able to see the different parameters that the function supports and needs to actually run. So we're gonna create the array of parameters to begin with, which is an open bracket. And number one, the task type. This needs to be defined for my task to know what the hell it's going for. So I'm just gonna enter 1, comma, that's the first parameter. The second one is the parameters that are specified for this task. So we're gonna do another open bracket, and then we're gonna begin with the task name. It's a unique task name that is not visible, so this can be just about anything. You can insult someone, no one will ever know. But I'm just gonna do Nikki task 1. This needs to be unique, so I can't use this for any other task out there. So next we're gonna do task description, so another open bracket, and then we're gonna do description of the task. So let's do avoid avoid causing NATO casualties. And then we're gonna do title, the visible title of the task. So we're gonna do, I tend to do avoid casualties. And then we're gonna close the bracket because that's all that's everything that's related to that one. Comma, and then the side of casualties. So we have west or blue 4, which is where the side that my NATO dudes will be in. So we can just do west. And code to be executed upon task and subtask failure. If I fail on doing this, I can have, for example, every subtask is defined. So every time this something fails in this task, you can have it perform a certain code, but to begin with, let's not use that. Let's just finish off the parameters by closing the brackets, and then I'm gonna be lazy and just copy the spawn Nikki tasks run. So now we have a parameter which will create, or the parameters to create the avoid casualties task. So I'm gonna cut this out, and I'm gonna go into the scripts folder. Let's make sure I'm in the correct mission folder as well, because I'm doing so many things at once right now. Scripts, Nikki tasks, init.sqf, and in here I'm placing Nikki task 1, avoid causing NATO casualties, avoid casualties, and the side of the casualty. So if a player kills someone belonging to West or Blue 4, then this task will start failing as you go. So let's just save the file. Let's save the mission. Let's load through. I'm gonna stay in this state where I'm hosting as local multiplayer, because that way I can show you that the task is now appearing, avoid NATO casualties, and then there are subtasks, no more than 0 casualties caused by your side, and then it just goes on all the way up to 8. So let's just load through. And now that we've loaded through, we can still see the tasks up here, avoid casualties. So now if let's see here, how many NATO soldiers, alright, the other one is playable, so it's not gonna appear. If I kill this dude, I have officially failed the task. It hasn't updated yet, it may take up to 10 seconds for it to update. There you go. Task failed, 0 or less. So now you can see that no more than 0 casualties caused by your side. It has now failed. You can see that all the other ones are successful or finished, so to say. But considering the type of the task, avoiding casualties is always successful until you cause one. So I can kill this guy. Nothing will happen this time, because no more than 2 casualties caused by your side. Those are civilian, So I can't kill any more. I can't kill civilians and trigger the task because it's set for blue Thor or west. Okay, so we're back in. I've killed these two, which means I've failed the first one, but not the other ones. So if I spawn, I hope these aren't gonna be offensive or offended that I've killed. Oh, they are. Alright, let's just take these out then. And as I kill more and more of these, you're gonna see that the task is gonna start failing more and more. Now that I'm killing so many at once, it may not come in order, but 2, 4, and probably 6. Yeah, so it's gonna keep on failing the more you kill, and it's really not more than that. It's really that simple. You can use this task thing, this code thing, the fourth parameter, that is only called by the server, but you can set this up presuming you have decent knowledge of scripting, because we're coming into a custom part where you might not wanna you can do a lot of things, but you need some knowledge of it. So let's see here. I can enter a system chat. You killed. No, sorry. Let's just. You failed a subtask. Like that. Now, if I reload this mission. Now, if I fail a single subtask, there will be a system chat in the bottom left that's saying that I failed a task. There you go, you failed a subtask. So you can do a code there, it's gonna fire for every subtask that fails. You can do, let me open up this one again. You can do if subtask blah 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 blah, for example this one. If you look to example 3, you can see here, and then a parameter that is passed through is the subtask, which subtask is failing. So you can do like params subtask, if subtask equals 2, then subtask 2 has failed. You have killed 2 or more civilians, for example. Meaning that if I do, if this select 0, or you can use the params command, and if this equals 1, then do the system chat. So now the system chat will only fail on the first subtask. It's not gonna fail on the second, third, or fourth, or fifth. But if I change this 1 into a 5, it's only gonna show on the last subtask. So for me, who is using limited respawns on most of my missions, I could do something like, if this subtask equals 3, we have killed too many civilians or NATO units that we're gonna be losing 1 life, because our squad has killed so many people of our own side or civilian side. So you can use this for many different things, fully customizable for whatever you are thinking about, but it's also not mandatory. It's a thing for people who have fair knowledge of you can do something like the mission will fail if you do kill 6 civilians, for example. I'm not completely sure if this is going to be correct now, but I think end mission, yeah. If you do end mission 1, like this is at this point going to fail if as soon as one of the subtasks has failed. So if you kill one NATO unit, the mission is going to end just because you killed a NATO unit. So that's the avoid casualties task. It's really nice to just throw into your mission, and it's really simple to actually put in there. Just a little bit of code. There are presets already, these examples, like this one. I just copy paste this one for most of my missions. Avoid causing civilian casualties. I just bring it in. as soon as a civilian is killed, it's gonna start showing that someone in your or among your players have killed a civilian unit. So that's that. Thank you for watching.